Hello, good morning. Welcome to Better Life. I'm Dr. Ayo Akinjete. And today, let's see if it's possible to wrap up the subject we started. But let's see how far we can go. This is part 7. Transform your thinking. Transform your thinking. Transform your thinking. Thinking is powerful, and we have explained the fact that it is your greatest power. Yeah, you have enormous power. When you think, you create. Because you are always thinking, you are always creating. Every time an individual has a thought or a prolonged chronic way of thinking, they are in the creation process. Yeah. When you think over a matter for a long time, for many days, you are creating something. You are in the creation process. Something is going to manifest out of those thoughts. I tell you, something is going to manifest out of those thoughts. Something is going to manifest out of those thoughts. Something is going to manifest out of those thoughts. What you sow, you reap. Your thoughts are your seeds. Your thoughts are your seeds. Whatsoever a man sows, that he shall also reap. Your thoughts are seeds. When you think, you are sowing. And because you must reap, you will reap. You draw everything to yourself. That's what you are doing. If you are thinking suicide, thinking death, you are sowing the seed. If you don't kill yourself, something will kill you. And if you're always thinking about, I'm going to be rich, I'm going to be rich. No, I think parents should be able to understand what I'm talking about here. You are earning 100,000 a month, and your son gained admission. The school fees is 500,000 or 700,000 per annum. That's your 7 month salary. And yet you will pay the school fees. The family will still run. The siblings of that your son, they will still go to school. So basically, if you don't touch your salary, you cannot even pay school fees of your children. And you are still surviving. You know why? Deep in your heart, what you are telling yourself every day is, we have to do this. We got to do this. These children must go to school. We got to do this. We got to do this. We have to raise money. We have to raise money. And somehow, anyhow, the money will come. One way or the other, you are going to get it. Nobody is going to stop school. House rent to be paid. In fact, some parents, in the midst of all of that, they still buy land and they are building houses. Somebody will say, they are indebted, but they are making things happen. They are making things happen. How much is the debt? Debt that will be wiped away. One swing of supernatural event, it will be cleaned up. Look, what is going on in your heart is more powerful than what is going on around you. You draw everything to yourself. The people, the job, the circumstances, the health, the wealth, the debt, the joy, the car you drive. You are the one drawing everything to yourself. You are drawing the kind of people that you are thinking about. You draw the kind of job you want. You draw the circumstances that you desire. So basically, whether a job, a circumstance, the kind of people, your health, your wealth, the debt, the joy, everything is being drawn from your thought. What you think about, you bring about. 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 Now, what will you do if a madman enters your compound? Think for a second. If a madman enters your compound, what would you do? What will you do? I know you will close the door of your house. Now that he has escaped through the gate into the compound, the first thing you are going to do is you will close the main door, the main doors into your house. And then if you have one or two guys in the compound, you are going to ask them to come out, hold weapons or hold something they can use to fight and chase out the madman. You call for strong guys and ladies who are strong to come out so that all of you can chase out the madman together. Why? You don't want the madman in your compound because you can't trust a madman. You can't trust a madman. You will start thinking out of place. That why should a madman be in our compound? Now, When negative thoughts enter your heart, that's the same reaction you should have. The same reaction you should have. A reaction of we must chase it out. We must chase it out. We must chase it out. It cannot stay here. Not in this compound, because your heart is your compound. You can't stay here. You cannot be here. No space for you here. You must put up that same attitude. Bad thought must be murdered. Negative ideas must be killed. Must be killed. Must be killed. When a bad thought enters your heart, I want you to see it as madness has entered into you. When a bad idea crosses your mind, see it as madness has just crossed your mind. If you can think like that, you will drive it out immediately. The reason you are entertaining bad thoughts, entertaining bad ideas, entertaining negative ideas is because you don't see it as madness. Start seeing such as madness, so that when it comes, you instantly feel out of place until you push it out. You instantly feel odd until you push it out. Bad thoughts are madness. Bad ideas, madness. Don't let them cross your mind. If they come, flush them out instantly. If they come, throw them out instantly. If they come, murder them instantly. 2 Corinthians chapter 10. 2 Corinthians chapter 10 from verse 3 to 6. 2 Corinthians chapter 10 from verse 3 to 6. For though we walk in the flesh, we do not war after the flesh. For the weapons of our warfare are not carnal, but mighty through God to the pulling down of strongholds, casting down imaginations, and every high thing that exalts itself against the knowledge of God, and bringing into captivity every thought to the obedience of Christ, and having in a readiness to revenge all disobedience when your obedience is fulfilled. Now, so many things here to bring out to substantiate what we are talking about. But let's speak about two of them. Let's speak about two of them. Let's start from verse 3. For though we walk in the flesh, we do not war after the flesh. For the weapons of our warfare are not carnal, but mighty through God to the pulling down of strongholds. Strongholds are in the mind. Yeah. They are strongholds of thoughts. Casting down imaginations. Casting down imaginations. This is where spiritual warfare starts. In the mind. Imagination. He said you cast them down. Before you cast out devils, cast down imaginations. Because if you don't cast it down, it will happen exactly to you as it is in your mind. Casting down imaginations and every high thing that exalts itself against the knowledge of God, and bringing into captivity every thought. Many of all, the only thing you know how to do is Satan, demons, go into captivity. You need to start sending some thoughts into captivity. Yeah. Why are you always thinking that your husband can die? Why? That thought need to be made captive. Yeah. Send that thought back to hell. You will not lose your husband. Why are you always thinking that you are going to lose a child? Why? 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 Fight it to finish. 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 Raise an alarm. Fight back. As if a madman has entered your property when bad ideas come. Fight. Time serves you because you can think new thoughts and emit a new frequency. Now, time will become your servant. Time will become your servant if you can change your thoughts, if you can transform your thinking, if you can bring a new frequency to your thought life. If you can bring a new frequency to your thought life, time will become your servant because it will start working in your favor. It will start working in your favor. it will start working in your favor. First Peter chapter 1. First Peter chapter 1 and verse 13. First Peter chapter 1 and verse 13. Wherefore, guard up the loins of your mind. Be sober and hope to the end for the grace that is to be brought unto you at the revelation of Jesus Christ. Guard up the loins of your mind. Guard up the loins of your mind. That's mental awareness. Become aware of your thoughts. Choose your thoughts carefully. Have fun doing it. You are the sculptor of your own life. You are the creator of your own life. You are the architect of your own fortune. Guard up the loins of your mind. Guard up the loins of your mind. Guard up the loins of your mind. So that means your mind has a waist that can go out of shape if you don't put belt around it. Do you see the process some ladies use to control their waist now? They will buy a large, strong waistband and leave it there. Even when they are sleeping, they leave it there. They can grow everywhere, but that waist won't grow. Why? It is guarded. G-I-R-D. That's where Gadu comes from. What Gadu does is to control the growth of your waist, to control the growth of your tummy. You can use Gadu to control growth in certain places. Yeah, that's what the scripture told us here. It said, guard up the loins of your mind. Of your mind. Spiritual brother, guard up the loins of your mind. Your mind. Don't let it grow out of shape. Guard it up. Guard it up. Guard it up. Control the growth of your mind. Control the workings of your mind. That's what that scripture is telling us. Now we have to fish out of the scriptures so that people can understand that this thing is not just a new age thing. This is scriptures. This is scriptures. You need to be more alert about your mental powers. Be more alert. 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 Call this one mental awareness, where you censor everything that enters your mind, where you scrutinize everything that enters your mind. If you see something and you don't want it to enter your mind, you take your eyes. Yeah. You take your eyes and you kill it. It must not germinate. That's mental awareness. Because now you are aware that your eyes your eyes are portals for your mind. Your ears are portals for your mind. Anything you read, anything you see, anything you hear can create pictures in your heart. So you'll be more careful with all these things. Why? Because you are guarding up the loins of your mind. You are controlling the weight of your mind. You are controlling the growth of your mind. You are deciding the direction of growth of your mind. Look, this is your responsibility. God won't do it for you. You have to do it for yourself. I'll stop here for today, and I want to say God bless you. I'll see you again tomorrow. But in case you need someone to pray for you, someone to pray with you, someone to counsel you, we're always here for you. The number to call is 070 56 66 76 86. 070 56 66 76 86. I love you, and I'll see you again tomorrow.